physicality, space, location. I really love these. I love the social and psychological aspects of these facets, these aspects. And I think it's really important that these are right for customer encounters, and that you need to think carefully about the psychology and sociology you're trying to induce in this encounter by use of physical space and location. So, if you choose an informal setting, then you're encouraging people to have a dialogue, a conversation, and you need to prepare similarly. If, on the other hand, you have a formal adversarial situation, you've got to understand that psychology and sociology is pushing your customer to act as an adversary. Now, one of the things to look at is exactly where your team's going to stand, because in an agile encounter, usually what you're going to find is most of the team are going to be there, or should be there, because everybody needs to see and talk about the customer, because everybody needs to understand the customer domain. However, the problem you've got then is, what are the team going to do? Because they're a big group, and unless you think carefully about it, you're going to get into trouble, and you're going to induce psychology which divides and doesn't bring people round. So, think about tables. If you have a table and all the team around the table and the customers at a whiteboard, what does that say? Well, that draws a line between the two groups, the customer and the development team. They're not one partnership, they're two separate teams. So, maybe in that situation, take away the table. If you take away the table, people have to stand up and mix and get together. So though the customer may be leading the dialogue on the whiteboard, really people should feel they should join in. And vice versa, when the development is leading the dialogue on a whiteboard, then the customer also needs to be equipped with pens. So that's another thing to think about. So you take away the table, so people have to span. That means your meeting, your encounter is short, which is good, less preparation. But also everybody needs pens for the whiteboard, and they need to be assigned and equipped with them before. Ideally, multiple colours, because colours are great. I love colours, they're fantastic. But by assigning everybody a pen, by giving them a pen as they enter that situation, you're telling them, you're giving them the message that they're there to contribute. They're not there to passively receive, they're not there to broadcast, they're there to converse. A dialogue should emerge. So, that's just a tip. Space, physicality, location. I think they're really, really important, and they are stuff which an agile development team can influence about an encounter. Because in agile, actually you're trading control. You're usually not going to have the type of control over the social situation which you would in a more conventional broadcast situation. So you need to use other stuff. You need to look around. You need to be a bit creative and innovative.